Welcome back to Make Me a Fan. I'm Jag.
I'm Pete.
And today is the final installment of Make Me a Fan of Jay Lethal. And I don't know if my heart and my brain and my mind can handle it because my mind has been blown by Jay Lethal so far. So just to recap, if you haven't seen it, and you damn well should, you need to go back and watch Jay Lethal versus Jay Briscoe for championship versus championship from 2015. And then yesterday we watched Jay Lethal versus Davey Richards. There's no title on the line, was there?
No.
It was just a freaking brawl, or not a brawl. It was a hell of a technical match that turned into a brawl, that turned into a fight, which turned into a submission. Holy crap!
Which turned into the modern day Jay Lethal we see.
Yes, cornucopia of awesomeness. What do you call it? Embarrassment of riches. That match is one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. If you haven't seen it, it's on Honor Club,
yes.
Right?
And it's probably also, I would think it's so good, it should be on YouTube. If it isn't, we'll try to tell Ring of Honor to do it.
You damn right, because Ring of Honor is on our speed dial at this point. They're like, hey, Jag, if you can sing our praises any further, we'd love it. And so you give me a mic and a platform, I'll sing it as loudly and as far as you want me to. As of right now, it's on to Make Me a Fan 316 on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. So I can't even think of my social media at this point because Jay Lethal is that damn prolific and gifted. And today, holy crap, you made me mute. You made me speechless yesterday with one word. And what was that word?
Phenomenal. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
I don't know what to say, people, because Davey Richards blew my mind yesterday. And AJ Styles has consistently blown my mind pretty much every time I watch the man wrestle. And so now to take Jay Lethal and to take AJ Styles and combine them into a phenomenally lethal match, holy smokes, I don't know what to expect. I am literally, and I mean this, I'm really, I don't know what to, I don't know.
The fans at Cage Match would say that it's a 8.9 out of 10.
Wow, really?
Dave Meltzer gives this match 4.25 stars.
Dave Meltzer's fired. Dave Meltzer does not know his head from a hole in the ground. Dave Meltzer is so far up the Young Bucks' asses that he doesn't know that this match is freaking fantastic, because that crap we watched a couple days ago would make me fan of the North. It wasn't crap, it was okay, but he gave that, 4.5? He's fired. Dave Meltzer's lost all credibility with me, and I will tell him to his face at the next PWG show, like, bro, real talk, you've lost it. Because what did he give the match yesterday?
4.5.
Okay, that's better. That was a 5-star match yesterday. I don't give a damn who you are, Dave Meltzer, how much wrestling you've watched, or who you know. That was 5 stars. What did he give the match the day before with Jay Briscoe?
4.25.
But the Young Bucks match got 4.5? He's high. Dave Meltzer, I wish you would share that weed you're smoking because it must be strong. And the Encyclopedia knows about strong weed. But anyway, getting back to the show. Today, you said it's a Final Battle.
Final Battle 2015. This is officially the send-off. Unofficially, AJ Styles is probably going to WWE, as the rumor running around the internet with firm standing. So this could possibly be AJ Styles' last Ring of Honor match.
Is he a champion at this point?
He is not. Jay Lethal is still champion.
So this is the end of the year
of 2015.
And then, just spoiler alert, does AJ? I know he debuted at the Rumble, so he debuted just a few weeks later at the Rumble. So this is really right at the end, right before. Okay, hell yeah.
So if you're going to have one last match at Ring of Honor,
you better go with the lethal one. Man.
Ooh, daddy.
Holy smokes. I did not know Jay Lethal was this freaking amazing. As I said a couple days ago, all I knew was woo and the imitations. But you know what? Accept no imitations, because this dude is the real deal. And I'm going to watch this match before I keep gushing and waste up all your freaking memory cards. All right, so you ready?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Because we're going to press play when?
Right about now.
3 for 3. Jay Lethal is freaking amazing. I think I've sung all the praises I can sing. AJ Styles being phenomenal is an understatement. This match was fantastic. I feel like I'm a little, I don't know, I'm getting used to Jay Lethal's awesomeness, but I don't want to underestimate how amazing this match was. Look, first of all, AJ Styles is amazing. We saw him in the first ever X Division Championship a couple of weeks ago.
He won the first ever X Division. He is Mr. TNA. He is Mr. Impact. He had a legacy there, but then also helped build Ring of Honor at the time.
Yep.
And then he left TNA to bet on himself, go to New Japan, help build Bullet Club to what it is as a phenomenon. And he was able to pass it on. Remember, that's the end of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
He only wrestled one more match in the United States, then went to Wrestle Kingdom and lost to Shinsuke Nakamura, who also left. That was his last New Japan match as he went to WWE.
Wow.
And then got kicked out of the Bullet Club after winning a match.
Damn.
And then wrestled Jay Lethal one more time.
Really?
Before he wrestled Zack Sabre Jr. the next night, and that was it. And then he made his debut at the Royal Rumble. So literally a month between he wrestled Jay Lethal as his second to last match before he went to the WWE.
That's insane. That's a hell of a month for AJ Styles. But
and then makes his debut at the Royal Rumble, and just like everybody's mind was blown. I mean, the reaction videos are the best.
Oh,
where
yeah.
people are like, there's no way. And can you imagine that's only 4 years ago? And this guy's already, Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling.
yeah, I mean, let's keep it real. AJ Styles is the top of the top. I mean,
he is the best wrestler in the last 25 years.
And I'm gonna talk. I'm sorry if you already know the story. I apologize, but like, this is the reason for this show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just me, because I know a lot of people missed out on the Ring of Honor. I know a lot of people maybe haven't watched TNA. I know a lot of people have stuck primarily with the WWE. And so to be able to go back, which the streaming services have made this possible, Ring of Honor's Honor Club, Impact's Impact Plus, right? WWE Network, okay? High Spots. New Japan World, right? I don't know if they have old stuff on there, but I imagine
they have it all the way back to the 70s. So you can watch Inoki and Andre and Inoki. We'll watch that.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. But this, especially right now when we're all home and there's no live events, this has given me such a better appreciation of AJ Styles, a greater appreciation of TNA, a much greater appreciation of Ring of Honor. To the point where now I used to say, and I'm sorry, Impact, that my dream would be to be signed by Impact and work at Impact, because I don't necessarily want to work for the E. But at this point, Ring of Honor is right here, if not even up here. Because the storytelling and the way that they put this stuff together is mind-blowing. And I'm like almost tired after watching 3 Jay Lethal matches, because I've been on a roller coaster.
Absolutely.
And when you look at, look, let's keep it real, and no disrespect to Ring of Honor, but when you look at the production, okay, which isn't bad, but it's not to WWE's level.
Correct.
And it's not to Impact level in their heyday either, when they were on regular cable television, okay? It's not quite there, so when you look at it, it looks different. The lighting is different.
Sure.
You know, that kind of thing. Not hating, just an observation.
Mm-hmm. So and those are completely fair ones, because like at the same time about this is happening, JR starting to do a podcast, and I'll try to find the link when he talked about it, but specifically one time he talked about it on his Grilling JR show, that he was like, Ring of Honor, you need to get a better lighting package, and they listened. And that's when they kind of went to the stage stuff that we start to see now. It's the modern sets that they have.
Yeah.
Just like Impact has a great modern set. Like
Yeah.
Ring of Honor has an amazing modern set that they have. They have really good lighting. You know, they do really great storytelling. Of course, it's a place you want to be, because they want to invest in that. There's a long term. There's a reason that we did this. It might not pay off for a month. It may not pay off for 2 months.
Yeah.
But 3 or 4 down the road, that anticipation.
And this, and again, I'm going to sound like a huge mark as I gush about Ring of Honor, but these are the kind of stories that I would like to tell.
Sure.
And when I say that, I mean, look, you're the Encyclopedia, okay? You've watched all this stuff. You already know a lot of this stuff, if not all of this stuff. We'll get into the building here in a minute. You told me some facts about the building that I want to talk about. But I've always wanted to be a part of the story.
Sure.
I didn't want to just be the guy in the back saying, so, back to you, Bob. Like, I wanted to be a character in this story. I wanted to be the truth martini in what we've just watched, okay? And these are the kind of things that I would like to be a part of, because the payoffs are magnificent.
Oh, for sure.
And you can see the crowd. You know, however big the crowd is, however bright the lights are, the people are invested and the people care. Like you pointed out, in this match toward the end, when AJ Styles goes to the table or whatever, everyone is on their feet.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes once said, they might buy the whole chair, but they're only going to need the edge, right? These fools only needed the edge, because when you have a talent like AJ freaking Styles, who's a month away from the E, okay? You have a talent like Jay Lethal, who is one of the most talented people I've ever seen wrestle. You only going to need the edge. And if I could in any way enhance or make that better, that would be my Huckleberry. And I'll work the backstage stuff too. I'll work the podcast. I'll work the freaking YouTube show. I'll do all that. But if I could get into a space and a place and a time where I could tell stories like this, that would be the dream realized. And I say this not because I'm hustling for a job. I say this because I have a passion and I have a joy that I get from pro wrestling that is hard to put into words. And when you have a good story, that has a good build and a good payoff, it can be life-changing.
Sure.
There was a guy that said on Twitter, he said, if you could recommend a wrestling match to any non-wrestling fan to tell them this is why wrestling is great, what would it be? And I think I said Bret Hart versus Steve Austin, right?
Sure. That's an absolute instant go-to.
And I think the other ones that I listed or I thought of were like Hell in a Cell, Undertaker, Mankind, right?
Oh, no, absolutely. I was going to say, and then you can even go old school, say Hogan Andre.
Yeah.
Just go to the absolute bare basics.
Mega Powers Explode.
Mega Power. I mean,
Right.
so there's a large stuff in WWE to the point, even Savage Steamboat.
But hold on, because now I have to mention Jay Lethal versus, I mean, I don't know, the build-up with AJ Styles was more of a Jerry Lynn kind of a story, okay? But Jay Lethal versus Jay Briscoe?
Yeah.
That's life-changing. Because we watched Briscoes a few weeks ago, and I'm like, wow, these guys are talented. I'd never seen Jay wrestle as a single, but to not only be a single, but to be a champion, but to not have been pinned or submitted for 2 years, and to not only be a champion, but to put your title on the line against another guy, the only television, well, not the only television champion, but the greatest television champion who has not been beaten in over a year, is a hell of a setup. And for them to clash, and for them to kick out of each other's finishers, and to have that story to where everybody's on their feet, and they're pounding on those freaking wood Ring of Honor signs, and people are going nuts. That is what the hell I want for myself. That's what I would want for you. And I think that's what any pro wrestling fan in their right freaking mind would want when it comes to having a career in this freaking business.
100%.
I'm done.
You keep preaching. I'm just like, yeah, give me more of this. This is that. I mean, even look at the series. Let's even just take a moment to dissect and uncompact where we were. What was the first match we watched? Jay versus Jay.
Yeah.
So you saw the Power of Truth Martini.
Yeah.
But we didn't see where that came from. So that's where the second match was. We saw where the Edge came from.
Yeah.
And then it goes full circle with him as AJ Styles says, goodbye to the Indies. Thanks for everything, guys. I'm going to go make it in WWE. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
And Jay Lethal kicks it to that next gear where
for sure.
it's just, yeah.
Now you said this is the same building that ECW shot in.
This was the ECW arena. This was also the same building that they did the HDNet stuff, the current stuff that I'm watching on Ring of Honor, and absolutely love it.
Nice. And so when you watch this stuff, because I don't pay attention to the building so much, that's an encyclopedia thing. But there's history in these buildings. There's history in these big blow-offs, because I didn't watch the weekly TV. You're watching it now, you know. But the build, and then the fact that, I mean, it's like hallowed ground almost.
100%.
Like, is that how you feel? Like, man, if I could go there, I'm gonna feel like son of a biscuit. Look
Oh, absolutely. Well, the first thing, especially at the 2300 arena, you walk in and there's this beautiful mural. And yeah, I mean, just in that building with so many people that have been in that building. XPW, when they left the West Coast, went out and ran in the 2300 building.
Hell
so
yeah.
it's there's a lot of that. Our world already pre-ties into that, where it's just like, it would be, I would be very awestruck. I was telling Jag, you know, if I ever got the chance to meet Jay Lethal, you know, obviously we're definitely mega powering it, but it would be very hard just because there's so much. I mean, he's such an amazing wrestler.
Yeah.
And such a great storyteller, you know, and
Again,
just to be in the presence of such greatness.
This is weird because people don't get it. And I say this because, you know, there are people that are deep into music, right? The Beatles. You know, Beatles changed their life. Or the Rolling Stones. Or, you know, I followed these guys on tour for 2 years, whatever. There are some people that are into art. You know, they look at a Ring of Honor, or they look at something from this period, or this, you know, whatever. And they're touched and they're moved to tears, you know. And there are people that are into cars. You know,
Or into wine.
Or wine, or whatever the hell it is. Food, you know? My wife watches Top Chef, right? These guys are, I did this with this reduction, and I don't know what the hell they're doing. Looks delicious. I'm going to eat it, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to fart. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. I have an appreciation. I feel you have the knowledge as well as the appreciation. I have a working knowledge, but I sure as hell don't have the depth of knowledge and the reference that the Encyclopedia has. There's a reason why we call his ass the Encyclopedia, people. It's not just a nickname, it's the real deal. When we're at school at Santino Brothers and we're talking about matches and people, the pros ask him and reference him to confirm or to fill in the blanks of the things they're trying to teach and they're trying to tell. This is a 100% shoot name that I tried to bestow upon you, right? I don't know if you guys know the story. I tried to call him Encyclopedia Pete when we first started the show. I felt like he needed a nickname. And he's like, how about just the Encyclopedia? And I was like, hell yeah, that works. And so, because I'm the Jag, it's name, character, right? So I'm like, yo, we got to give you something to call you. Can't just be Pete, you know? It's the Jag and Pete. So the Encyclopedia. But it's the realest crap in the world because this dude is really that damn serious. And so, I mean, yeah, gush on you now. I've been gushing on Ring of Honor, gushing on you, but working knowledge, appreciation, now going behind the curtain at wrestling school and learning a little bit more about the business as Cornette would say, I'm getting smartened up, okay? This is my art. This is my Rolling Stones tour. This is my red wine reduction vinaigrette in the freaking Top Chef, okay? When I get excited, this is what's weird about this because, and I'm probably going too deep, whatever. You guys are stuck with me for the next few minutes, okay? When I think about where I'm at in my life right now, because I got a lot of freaking time on my hands, because the Jag has a lot of different moving parts that have kind of been taken away right now because of this COVID-19. The thing that I get excited about, the thing that I look forward to when I get in my car is a wrestling podcast. When I'm at home and I have time to kill, you know what I watch? I watch wrestling. Yesterday, I'm listening to freaking Cornette talk about, on an old Cornette podcast, talk about his match with Paul Heyman and their tuxedo match. So what do? I fire up the network and I watch the tuxedo match, which then led to me watching the main event of that same show with Ric Flair bleeding all over the place, right? Which this is what speaks to me. And when you have this kind of a passion for something, you want to appreciate the people who do it best. When you're talking about this kind of passion, when you're talking about this kind of love, you want to appreciate the people who do it best. And some of the people who do it best, one of them is Jay freaking Lethal. The other one is the phenomenal freaking AJ Styles.
100%.
This kind of this brought it all together. And I know I rambled and I apologize, but this was a magnificent blending of two worlds, right?
Oh, for sure.
Because I only knew AJ Styles in the E. Mm-hmm. I didn't know about TNA and Ring of Honor, okay?
And all of that, and you're like, oh my goodness.
Yes, this is a hell of a freaking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Well, yeah, like I said, you know, it's this is the fun kind of storytelling to do, where we go from nothing to like, wow, I can't believe I missed it, but thank goodness we educated ourselves.
Hell yeah, dude! And you guys should be educating yourselves on the people and the things that you missed out on, and ask your friends, just like we did. So recommend some matches for the North. Recommend some matches for Jay Lethal. We didn't need people's help. You went and found it yourself because he's the encyclopedia. So now that I'm all gushed out, I have no idea what's coming next. Do you?
I don't yet, but I think, guys, we'll have a lot of fun, and it'll be a great surprise.
I hope you guys are as passionate about wrestling as he is, as I am, and you made it to the end of the video. If you did, you're freaking awesome. And I hope you come back tomorrow for more. So that's
we'll
going to
see
do
everybody
it.
at 9 a.m.